Which type of personality can you not stand at all whatsoever? The kind of person who will tell lies about themselves to impress other people. Those always be hustling guys. The guys who try so hard to be salesmen that if you meet them at a party, they're practicing on you, using your name a lot in sentences, trying to be charming to the point where it's painful, mentioning their goals and their mentor and their prospects but not really divulging details even when pressed, unless you agree to meet them for some sales pitch. People who make it a competition of who has it worse. I find this prevalent in the college environment, like who has the heaviest workload, who's in the most debt, who's the most tired. Just generally aggressive people, the kind that are pushy, over-competitive, and just generally mellow harshing. Like take an hour of your life and just chill for a minute. Not everything has to be done now and nobody needs to be losing in every situation. Those who can never be wrong. The keeping up with the Jones types. They spend as much money as they can to make others jealous of their possessions and oftentimes to their own financial detriment. I have never once met somebody who unironically describes themselves as sassy, who wasn't a completely self-absorbed tire-fire of a person. Someone who talks but does not listen. People who try to make you feel stupid because it makes them feel big. Funny thing is those people usually aren't very smart, just confident and don't care, see that they're peepees. Dumb and proud of it. People who say, "I speak English" in sarcasm can already go frick themselves. Double standard people. You ever hear someone go off about how this person is stupid and that person is stupid? Well, when they do something stupid, then all of a sudden it's just okay. Frick those people. People who are in any sense proud of being mean or assholes. I can forgive anyone for being a jerk in some regard. We all struggle with being as good a person as we could be. But someone who not only accepts their worst tendencies, but revels in them, I don't care for that one bit. I'm just such a bitch. Haha, can't handle me in my worst, don't deserve me at my best. High school sports coaches that think that being an ass is good coaching. One-uppers. It's the people who think smoking weed is a personality trait. Everything about them revolves around smoking weed. I personally smoke, but I've never been comfortable around the people who make their whole life about it. There's probably a name for it, but I'm having trouble thinking of it. But when someone gives you too much personal information when first meeting. Hi, I'm Helen. Would you like a glass of water? Some juice? I always cater to guests as that's how I've been raised. I'm just a classic Southern girl and hospitality is my thing. It's how my mother raised me. So I'm just always like this. It was just my mother and I because my dad was a drug addict and extremely abusive, so I don't have a great relationship with him. Anyways, here's your glass of water. Welcome. Entitled. I used to know a guy that just had to argue everything. Didn't matter what his was. Whether he was right or wrong. He would argue it and carry on and try and twist and bend things so that if he was wrong he sounded like he was right. I hate people like that. He even injected himself into other people's conversations to argue things. He was the most obnoxious person. People that say like OMG I am so goofy, or I am such a crackhead, and they are actually just really annoying. Narcissist. People who treat other, especially those that are serving you, poorly because you think you are superior to them. I hate that so much. Painfully unself-aware people, unempathetic people. I'm a mom and that's all I am. So I'm gonna tell you all about how you're not momming hard enough for your kids. Smugness. I got tasked with training a guy who laughs and smirks when I teach him what to do. Frick off. The person who thinks that they have authority over you just because they're older. And when you defy them, They go nuts. I hate everyone. I just love food. Ugh. All men, women suck. Type of people. Attractive people on TikTok, Instagram, etc. that think they're talented because they stare into a camera and badly mime a popular song. People who say, normal people scare me, and consider sarcasm a personality trait. Please don't hate me. It's not all religious people. But you know, the ones that feel like they gotta save you. They don't even ask what you believe. They just automatically assume you need whatever they worship. Yeah, no thanks. Loud and up in your face. Those guys who are really into rules and act like total pee-pee heads if something isn't done in the exact way they would do it. Find a lot of those guys in the military. They basically have superiority complexes and put down and belittle everyone they see as below them. I frickin' hate those guys and take every opportunity to antagonize them. They are very easy targets. I used to have this one sergeant like that who would put down and belittle his soldiers whenever they didn't know how to do something. He'd usually even do it in front of that soldier's peers. This had an extraordinarily negative effect on morale and cohesion. Single worst leader I've ever seen. Bitchy, in-your-face sassy queen types. It's great to have confidence and self